Availability of video games is now paramount to every possible developer out there, PlayStation and Nintendo included. As much as many people may try to make it seem like, these closed ecosystems are this very novel idea, or that opening an ecosystem is also a novel idea, one thing that really does stand out is the fact that gamers across the board are able to play these games for the continuity in healthy economic transactions or growth or, progress or whatever it is that you want to call it. The crazy, side that is on the opposite end of this is that some think that companies opening up their ecosystem somewhat presents a vice to gaming as a whole. They see it as exclusivity matters, but they don't necessarily tell you who it matters to. They'll never finish that statement. Exclusivity matters. Exclusives are great. Exclusives do this. But then when you start asking, like, okay, so who do exclusives matter to? The developers who would love for everybody to be able to get a hold of their work, who enjoy the fact that more people get to enjoy their work. It doesn't matter to them, right? In fact, what can happen is exclusivity can actually negatively affect them if it does not meet the sales or commercial criteria that it needs for continuity. For instance, ask the Creative Business Unit 2. The Creative Business Unit 2 no longer exists within Square Enix. What happened to this Creative Business Unit 2? Well, what happened was they actually got disbanded after Final Fantasy 16 did not meet a lot of its sales, metrics. And this was one of the indicators that told us at the time that Final Fantasy 16 was not necessarily impressive to Square Enix. And so what did they do? They disbanded the unit and moved them over to they integrated them, into a whole different, effort because, Final Fantasy 16 did not necessarily do well. Goodness. Actually, it's Creative Business Unit 3. Did I say 2? I meant to say 3. Here it is. Creative Business Unit 3. The developer behind Final Fantasy 16 has been disbanded according to producer and industry veteran Naoki Yoshida, to which they wrote an article that actually did highlight this. So this is what I was actually referring to, so that you guys may not necessarily go beat me up when I said 3. I said 2 instead of 3. But again, who are exclusives? Who are exclusives important to? Who is exclusivity important to? You, the gamer? Now, imagine if, say, your approach to gaming was that less people could access the video game. Because by nature, less people will access an exclusive, as some are not interested in buying a hardware box or a console. They don't care. They don't want one. They don't need one. They won't get one. That doesn't matter to them, right? So by, sheer nature of such interests, they're going to be a limitation. There's going to be a limitation to people who actually want to or are able to or are capable of playing your game, right? Now, who is it important to? The person who has access to the game, does it make the game more important to them? Do they feel more important that the game is only available to them? And other than the feeling or the status that comes with it, what else is the benefit? When you sit down and you're playing the game, if the game is great, you don't remember it's exclusive. If the game is bad, you don't remember it's in fact, you don't want it to be exclusive if the game is bad, right? And when you're done playing the game, you take a deep breath. If it's good, you say, well, what a game. If it's bad, you say, oh, yuck, what a game. Like, what a yucky game. And if the game, is exclusive or not, you don't go there saying, man, every moment you're playing, this game is exclusive. That's a very silly connotation at the end of the day. It doesn't really afford anybody any kind of benefit. Now bring it again to the customer. Does it benefit the customer from a financial perspective or from a pro-consumer perspective to have a game that was going to go to their own ecosystem, like Shift Up's Project Eve, which then got money hat copped by PlayStation and their third-party acquisition team. They have a team that does that, by the way. I don't know. PlayStation fanboys, they pretend like that team doesn't exist, but we know who runs the team because a gentleman named Phil Rosenberg actually told us who runs the team, but we will leave their names unmentioned in this video. And so other than status and other than, basically the benefit to the platform holder, where does exclusivity actually lie? Because the platform holder gets the benefit of also status, true, And if the game doesn't sell well, it locks and closes down the studios. So we're looking at a system where its approach is inconsistent, actually way inconsistent. We're looking at a market where there is now saturation of games, and holding games back for you to basically attract and draw people into your ecosystem is not a viable proposition, as the market is getting so saturated. There are good games everywhere. The sales, I have not seen, guys, this Steam holiday sale, I don't think I've seen it this fantastic before. Like, the Black Friday sale is just stupid. Like, look at all these games getting freaking cut in terms of this solo leveling game. Did it just come out today? Oh, it came out today. How do you come out in the middle of this kind of a sale, bro? Like, have you lost your minds? Well, maybe that's when they already plan to launch the game. But, man, bro, this game, I don't know. And it came out at $40. I don't know, bro. But anyways, let me go back to exactly what it is I'm trying to, portray here, which is the Steam Black Friday sale being so dumb, and in a good way. The games are flowing everywhere. The Xbox sale is also quite stupid in a good way, and the deals are flowing everywhere. Any game that you may want to buy from however many years ago or whatever it is, or at least many games that you want to buy, will give you discounts anywhere you look. If you're a PC gamer, you have access to more options. You're not relegated to one store. You can fire up your Xbox app and you can jump right in. And you can start enjoying, these titles on, good discounts. If you want to go good old games and you want to own the installer, Expedition 33, I think is discounted here. If it's not discounted here, then go find it on the third-party key sites where they're happy to give you. The game is $27. Don't mind these guys. What are y'all talking about? This is deluxe edition. What's the standard edition? Yeah. Don't do this. The game is actually less expensive, bro, on another platform that I won't say the name before they go raise the price and say, oh, did VG just bring people our way? Let's now raise the price. But you know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. It sounds like it sounds like GDP. Gross domestic product. Anyways, this is basically, in my opinion, something that really makes the question of exclusivity starts to get stressed. Because, if you got to think about it. Like, why would anybody want to go ahead and blow $500 on buying a new console to play 1, 2, or 3 games that they have to pay for? If we actually run the numbers and we, factor in the math, let me go ahead and get you another crayon palette over here. Let's change the color this time around. Come on, VJ, always using, black. Like, chill. Let's tweak the color a little bit. So you want me to buy your $399 discounted, console, right? That's what you're saying. Oh, it's so cheap, right? And I'm thinking to myself, so I got to go buy this $399 console. Then I got to buy me these games. They're on sale here, though, right? Let's just say, average sale of game I want to buy. Let's just say $20. I want to do $100 worth of video games. So 20, 20, 20, during Black Friday, 20, and then one more 20. So you mean I'm going to pay $4.99 for these third-party titles that I may be interested in? But then you said to me, well, hold on. Our proposition is that we're going to give you these exclusive games that we may want for you to actually buy, which may be $49.99, depending on what it is. It may be $35.99. It could be Yote at $70 or whatever it is. I don't know. Let's just say Yote is now $53 based on this Black Friday sale, right? And that's what I want. Let's just remove all these. So you mean to tell me that I'm going to go ahead and pay $3.99, then also buy $53.99 worth of Yote, which will bring my total cost. Let me get a calculator so that I can be accurate here. So $399 plus Yote, mostly newly released with the discount, $53.99. You mean I'm going to spend $452 to play this? If I get on Steam right now, let's get on Steam. Let's see what $452 can buy me on Steam. Let's do it. Onimusha, which, if you want to play a classic old game, I would love to play this game, minus $23.99. And I'm not even going to third-party key sites, right? $429. Look at the money that I got. That's one game. Who is this? Capcom sale. Jump into Capcom sale. Let's just go. What's being featured right here on Capcom? I don't know. Some of you like Ace Attorney. Hey, who wants Ace Attorney? There's a $9.89 and $20 version. So minus $29 of Ace Attorney, I still got $400 left. Let me go ahead and pre-order freaking Resident Evil Requiem, $60. Let me go ahead and pre-order Pragmata, minus $60. And let me go ahead and pre-order the new Onimusha game, minus $60. Bam, I got $220 left. Let's say I'm a Capcom, I just love Capcom. You know, and they're gonna discount those games, by the way. So I don't know why you're pre-ordering it. You know, pre-ordering them right now. But you know, you just want to flex. You know, you got $445, $452. Sorry. Now let's go ourselves into the PlayStation Store on PC. I know, right? Yeah, let's buy ourselves one of these games over here on PlayStation. Actually, no, you know what? Since they said they want you to be exclusive, let's pretend that PlayStation doesn't have exclusives on here, okay? So scratch that, editor. Let's just not say what we said. Xbox has no exclusives. Let's go to the Xbox Store. Let's go and patronize these guys and see what's going on. Ninja Gaiden 4, $55. Okay. Who else is Keeper? Nah, I'm not going to play Keeper. VG is not going to play a game like that. That's not his style. Grounded, no. South of Midnight, not really. Avowed, I don't have time. There's not enough time to play that. This. Minecraft Legends, no. Dusk Falls, no. Halo Infinite, not really. Forza already have. Got Minecraft Dungeon today, minus 14. 15. I bought it from here, $14.79. And so look at the amount of games I've already been able to acquire here on the left side. And I'm still patronizing. I'm still walking around with 100. How much do I have left? $150 still left in change. I don't understand how you want the gamer to reconcile paying this much money for video games when they can already leverage what's available. And I did not go to third-party key sites. I didn't. If I did, my output or my gains will be insane. No subscription, nothing, just games to play. And when am I going to beat these games before Wolverine comes out? When am I going to beat these games before Intergalactic comes out? Because even you on the PlayStation platform, even those of you on the PlayStation platform, when are you going to beat these games that are on sale if you buy them cheap? When are you going to beat them before PlayStation exclusives come out for you to go spend $60? So there is already a natural constraint on the non-PlayStation or Nintendo user, right? The non-user or owner of that platform, as well as the user of that platform. This is why Nintendo Switch does not want these constraints and is not easily giving away development kits. If exclusives were that great, why would you need to do anything like that? Thank you for watching the video. I love answers. Peace out.